Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another reading. I hope you've been doing well. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to host you guys. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light, protecting me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. All right, y'all. It's never too soon to look ahead. And so I was thinking maybe we could do a quick energetic tap in on 2026. Why not? So I'm going to put down some cards for each quarter just to see what the energy is. So we can start to get ourselves prepared because, good Lord, 2025 was a doozy. Okay. Spirit come through for quarter one, 2026, January, February, March. What's the overall energy here? Check this out, y'all. The humpback whale, singer. That's really something. Sing healing songs for the world. Oh my gosh. We're going to need some healing, y'all. We need it now. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Inner navigation now, that means be paying attention to your gut feelings, your intuitions, your ancestors giving you those little nudges and taps and those weird little synchronicities. Pay attention to that. That's your inner navigation. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Boom. That's how you start off the new year. See yourself as undeniable. Your goals are yours, honey. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Haven't we been getting beat across the head about purpose, life purpose, mission, life purpose. They're serious, yo. Bottom of the deck says shaman. So they're talking to the healers. They're talking to the healers. Okay. I got my giant. Oh my gosh. I can't do this. She's got boobs out. Okay. I'm just going to have to find something to put on her memes. That's what my son call them. My son and my daughter, memes. So we'll have to just put some on her memes if it come out. But yeah, let's put some of these giant rider weights down. Man, I love these big things. All right. Too big to pop out, Lord. My hands ain't big enough for this, so we're going to just have to cut and pull, y'all. January, February, March. What we got here? Oh, this should be interesting. Whoa, bottom of the deck is the world reverse. That's something being repeated, y'all. Something being repeated. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Walking away from illusions. I'm talking about the kind of illusions that have you stuck. So this is definitely, the first thing I felt was the illusions that they're casting over the world. Because remember, the first sentence on this card says, sing healing songs for the world. So this is you walking away from the illusions in the world. Apparently, they're going to be trying hard, which is crazy because they've been trying hard in 2025 and the lies and the illusions have gotten super lazy. So I don't know how they're going to. Yeah, this is psychosis. This is walking away from the crazy stuff. This is nuts that they're warning us ahead of time, y'all. That the illusions are going to be on 10,000, like 10 million trillion. The illusions are going to be nuts. That's the reason why they're telling us you're going to have to rely on your inner navigation. Because everything around you is going to look good. Is going to be dang near false. You the only truth you got. Okay? We are the only truths we have. I just don't like. This is insane. Where them tarot at? I want to know. Because what other kind of foolishness can they possibly try? This, of course, talking about your personal world as well. Not just the world events. But if you thought it was crazy, apparently it's going to get crazier. Okay. Help me. Let's have one for this Eight of Cups. Walking away from the dumb stuff. Yeah, because y'all on your way up. You don't have time for the dumb stuff. Whether it's on the world stage or in your personal life. You're leaving to ascend into the heavens, to be a guiding light of the heavens. But how about the reverse Seven of Cups with this crazy mess? Crazy mess. Ace of Swords. Walking away from the illusions so that you can maintain your mental clarity. They're going to be trying very, very hard. The dark attachments in your personal environment or in the world stage, they're going to be trying extremely hard to tear people away from their clarity of mind. Let's have one for the reverse moon. This is also talking about folks that's releasing fears and exposing secrets. And some folks ain't got time to be helping keep up the facade. We ain't going to do that. Look at this. This is community-oriented facades. This is they're trying to tear people's foundation up as it pertains to what community, what family is. This is that divide and conquer type energy. All right, I want to know. Let's get even more specific. What's the illusions? Show us the illusions. Okay. Things that you can be strong about versus things you have no power over. That's the illusion. They're going to be playing with you knowing what issues you can actually do something about. If you can convince someone that they don't have any power in a situation, you can do what you want with them, right? Yeah, that's what the dark attachments are up to. Leo energy on the table. Aquarius as well. All you got to do is walk away from it, though. Yeah. The dark attachments are going to be hoping that they can avoid the whole illusion collapsing. Whether it's your family, your friends, your employer. Look at this, Nine of Swords. Yes, this is crazy. They're telling us right now they're going to be trying to keep people in mental distress. I mean, isn't that what's happening now? The devil. Bro. So 2026 is kicking off like a freaking wild, psychotic patient that then got loose. They're basically telling us with this reverse world on the bottom of the giant Rider-Waite that it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be the same. The cycle's not going to complete on the psychotic stuff. The environment, the dark attachments, the world stage, it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be repeating. Not completing, but repeating. So what you've seen in 2025, they're doubling down on it. It's the dark attachments, okay? But your advice, singer, first of all, for the reverse moon to be under singer, this is about squealing. It sure is. What they say when people snitch on folks to the law, they sing like a canary. We're gonna be some singing canaries. Ain't nobody got time to keep helping people hold up illusions. If the family pedophile, ain't nobody about to pretend like you don't like touching on cheering no more, Uncle Gerald. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna keep pretending like they don't know you was dating underage girls, or that you like to steal, or that you like to try and sleep with people's husbands. Like, ain't nobody about to do that no more. Ain't nobody holding up no more illusions for the psychos. No. You sing, baby. Sing with all your might. Expose them. We ought to come up with a FU Dark Attachments national anthem. F them all. Okay? Because even if you're not participating in the dark stuff, if you know what's happening and you don't say nothing, it's a cosign. We ain't doing that no more. This is the only reason why dark attachments, pedos, adulterers, thieves, murderers, that's the only real way they're able to operate. Is because is people not having enough balls to hold them accountable and say, yo, I know what your ass be doing. And you're dirty, and you're wrong, and you filthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm putting my finger on their nose and right now. Shoot. Talking about 2026. So that's what we're dealing with. This is about saying, I'm not participating in the illusions anymore, walking away from them, staying on your glow up with this star energy, staying inspired, staying grounded, staying clear in your mind about what you know is makes sense and what doesn't. Because we're going to be getting more and more illusions tossed at us. And it's going to be because the psychos are trying to keep their lies and their illusions upheld. It's the only way they're able to operate. Let me. I hope this reading will be 1,000 hours long. I'm trying to just do a light touch on this and keep going. Spirit, anything more you want to tell us about these illusions? I'm curious about the world stage, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I just saw despair. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to be trying to make people believe that they don't get to have any joys. That they only get to, that your only freedom is to just work and slave. That's the only time you get to not be flat out told you ain't nothing is to just go to work and work. And even there, I mean, God knows, they sure make you feel like a slave up in that thing. Spirit, talk to us about, Talk to us about the world stage. What they doing? Because they trying to bag us and tag us all like we slaughtered chickens or something. I ain't got time. You don't either. We're stars. We're literally star seeds. Okay? They're trying to look, pathway. See, they're trying to make people feel shut off from movement. They're trying to shut people off from their strength to be able to navigate independently and within their own power. They're trying to tamper with people's autonomy. 35 reduces down to 8, which is the strength card. They don't want people to feel like they can get out of stuff. It's a lie. Your inner navigation always guides you, not them. Leo on the table again. That's about strength card, also about compassion and integrity. We're bringing integrity back in 2026. Forget that low life stuff. So they're trying to make people feel trapped is what I'm getting out of this. That's one of the, yep. I knew it because this is a divide and conquer type thing and just making people feel like they're stuck with dealing with certain stuff. Stuck. 39 reduces down to 12, which is the hangman. Stuck. They're trying to make people feel stuck. 53, 35, 93, 39, all significant. May 3rd, March 5th, March 9th, September 3rd. Look at that. Family. Did I not say they trying to divide and conquer? They trying to bust up everybody's families. Divide and conquer. Just prepare yourselves. Stay grounded. And as soon as stuff starts sounding stupid, just don't you even entertain it. Just get on up out of there. Like, not my monkey. I don't know what simulation you're running, but I am opting out. There's the pathway. I know I can still take the pathway because I'm following my inner navigation. Forget what you heard. Look at that. Stay on top of your health. What you're eating. And not just your physical diet, but your mental, emotional intake and outtake. 31 significant, January 3rd, March 1st, February 1st, January 2nd. Significant. This reduces down to 4, which is the Emperor. So it's an establishment that's sick. The governing establishment is sick. And so the only way to stay in control is to make sure the people they govern are in less control. They don't actually have any. They just want to make sure you have less control than they do so that they can avert disaster. 21 is the Empress. Yeah, they're trying to break down the mother, father, or divine masculine and divine feminine roles. Because Empress is divinely feminine. Emperor is divinely masculine. These are people who have their autonomy intact. They're wise as it pertains to swords, wands, pentacles, and look at me. Swords, wands, pentacles, cups. Duh. So They're basically just trying to shake your ability to be independent, which is trash. This is a message of concern from your people, them. This stuff is time to balance that stuff out with that temperance energy. Okay? The dark attachments, devil, have been running amok, and now it's time to balance this thing out. It's time for them to get somewhere and sit down. And the main way to get them to get somewhere and sit down is to snatch their validity from existence by walking away from the illusions, abandoning it, saying, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah. So this is about the people with some spine left standing tall. You're going to have to, because it's on the micro scale and the macro scale. They're going to be trying to play a lot of games with people's ability to think and navigate for themselves. Ew. All right. Let's have second quarter. April, May, June. What's the energy over April, May, and June 2026, Spirit? April, May, June, Spirit. 2026. I knew a bear was coming out. Okay, I'm back. So, look at that. Look at this, y'all. Second quarter 2026 is talking about power. The first quarter is talking about singer. That's about being honest within yourself and externally. Honest within yourself as it pertains to following your own navigation, staying true to your path and your purpose. Honest externally as it pertains to calling a spade in your environment, not letting the illusion trick you up. Second quarter makes way for power after such a candid and grounded approach in the first quarter. The grizzly bear. Woo! I am indestructible. I'm telling you, man. This is about your autonomy. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Again, this is about your free will, baby. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Hey, somebody need to hear that. A lot of somebodies need to hear that. Yes, indeed. Bottom of the deck is fire, the tiger. I choose to be unstoppable. This is your mode for 2026. Because they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing a lot of games with everybody. Mind you, this card goes back to the mention of you being confident as it pertains to what your personal power is. I just saw the Empress card. What your personal power is. Going where you must go. Because that's what your personal path is about. Getting out of the machine. Even if you do decide to keep that mundane job. You take that PTO in the hell, you get ready. Do you understand? It's yours, so they say. Hold them to it. Hold them to that. Look, now I'm seeing the Emperor. Yeah, like I said, this is about the divine feminine and the divine masculines remaining firmly seated on their thrones. Can't nobody run you all around. No, 2026 got a whole lot of kiss my ass energy on it. I love it. Okay. But again, here it says love and gentleness are your real strength. Yeah, because the strength card came out so many times. Again, we're bringing integrity and compassion back into the mix. The dark attachments can't tell us we can't have that no more. The dark attachments can't tell us we should only be, critical of each other and dragging each other and running each other over with our vehicles and all kinds of stupid mess I be seeing. I'm like, good gosh. The number of vehicular homicides and crimes against children, like, this stuff is out of control. It's obviously dark attachments running amok. We done with that, y'all. We done with that. The grown folks, it's time. All the grown folks about to step and be like, all right, everybody, get somewhere and sit down. Because this enough is enough. All right? They about to be dealing with the grizzly. Let's see what we have. Come through, Spirit. April, May, June. What we talking about after we done put our foot down at the top of the year? Bottom of the deck is the reverse Two of Cups. This is about getting out of bed from those dark attachments and their stupid illusions and their stupid system that's not working for anybody anymore. This is about your independence, facts, and your personal power. Look at that. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. So, you being indestructible is bad for business for these people. Their wish is for you to be stuck in cycles. Like, this is almost giving me the energy of the reverse world, being stuck, getting crushed under the wheel, or bound in the mind. This is also talking about you getting what you want means that things go really bad for them. Who is the them? The dark attachments. The governments, the authorities, the vessels that we encounter that are ran by dark attachments. You getting what you want means that they don't get anything they want. They're the ones getting crushed under the wheel. They're the ones being bound up in the mind and trapped in old thinking and old ways that don't fit nothing that we're on in our expanded and ascended existences. Remember that star energy is about you ascending beyond the earthly plane. You're above it now. Your power is your wish fulfillment. The power that's within that, because you're walking your own path and doing your own thing and hitting your own goals and setting your own rules. Bad for business for them higher ups, man. But again, the grizzly bear is letting you know you're indestructible. It's them that's feeble. You are built as a direct extension of the infinite, the all. Who has ever destroyed that? There's no record of the Most High or whomever you consider to be, or whatever you consider to be the highest of high. There's no record of that being destroyed. Indestructible. You honor your intuition and you go where it leads you, not them things that's trying to run the world. Anyways, let's have one for 9 of Cups. Let's talk about this wish fulfillment for my friends in the second quarter. They come to see, we come to see about everything that's out of balance. 8 of Cups. Okay. So in the first quarter, you walking away from the extra unnecessary trash. And then the things that are worth revisiting, you will. But the purpose of revisiting them is obviously to finally make them do what they're supposed to do by you. You're not recircling. You're not circling back to comply. You circling back to exert this power you've built up. Let's have one for the reverse Wheel of Fortune. Have 2 then. Shoot. Yeah. Like I said, finally getting your joy. It's bad news for them. It's fine though, because they the one that set the stage for it to be someone always having to lose. And now that you decided you're going to exert your grizzly bear ass power, it mean they got to lose. Them losing is your gain. With the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. And it's been a long time coming. A really long time coming. Because they for damn sure was getting a kick out of watching you get crushed under the wheel when it was you. Look at this, Empress. So there's a keeping the divine feminine energy or element locked up, bound up, and stifled is a big deal. Why? Because that's the womb. That's the creation station. If you can If you can program the creation station, then that means you have control over everything it creates. But you're exerting your power, sir, ma'am, your ability to create, you being indestructible, you honoring your intuition, divine feminine energy, you tapping into, cultivating, and sharing love and gentleness as the real strength. Talking about like nurturing energies. Because again, we getting back to compassion and integrity. We're expanding beyond them 7 swords. I mean 8 swords. Why I say 7? Because somebody's a lie. The whole thing's a lie. But Grizzly Bear said, you going about your business. You making plans, 2 of Wands. Can't nobody tell you that you can't do your life mission. That's a lie. Look at you. 2nd quarter, independent, feeling good, things fruitful. But that's because you're being true to yourself. That's why that's working out like that. Because it says here, I honor my intuition and go where it leads. You're staying true to yourself. And so as a result, 2nd quarter, that thing will be nice. You're going to have a nice spring break. You're going to be headed towards a sunny summer because the sun's out here. There's a couple of readings leading up to this where they're implying that the people who's been doing what they're supposed to do are about to step into chapters where they get to have fun again because you've been doing the work. 2nd quarter looking good. Everybody putting their pimp hand down, putting their good foot down, marching to the beat of their own rhythm without stepping on anybody else's toes. Because it's possible to do that. They don't want you to believe that's possible. They want you to believe someone else always has to get crushed in order for you to be big. And that's a lie. And you're going to figure that out. Your wish fulfillment as the grizzly. Your power. Man, I like this. Get me nice and charged up. Jerks. Those jerks. We're celebrating good times. Come on.